Ladies and gentlemen, in the comments section, can you answer one question? If a Republican state senator in Arizona was on tape, so monitored by the police, admitting to the most despicable crimes possible, do you think maybe it would be national news? They show more indignation. Democrats in Arizona and throughout the country have been absolutely livid that Arizona Republicans would engage in a recount. Okay, well, it was upheld by 2 judges, and the recount went through the state legislature. So that's the epitome of democracy. Went through the Senate, state legislature upheld by 2 judges. This nobody's talking about. And according to, so in the recorded call monitored by police, Navarrete, 35, acknowledged. Now you can read the article. I'm not even going to put it in the description section because of the YouTube policies. And I know that there's some critique from a bunch of people saying, well, why don't you just, explain what he did and all that stuff. It's like, well, what he did was pretty, horrendous. And you can't really explain what he did. Tony Navarrete accused of 7 felony charges involving, so this is an Arizona Republic, azcentral.com article. Arizona State, you can just look it up. Just Google it. Arizona State Senator Tony Navarrete accused of 7 felony charges. If you look up the article, you'll see it. There's also an article in The Blaze. Arizona police say they have audio of Democratic state senator admitting to the most, terrible, heinous crime. But the police have the audio. You would think that people... Do you know what they're talking about now? Trump's ice rink. That's what they're really grasping at straws. But tell me below in the comments section, the ice rink in New York, it's run they don't have anything on Trump. They can't arrest him. They can't indict him for January or for anything else. Colluding with Russia, tax returns, pressuring Zelensky, everything the dossier, nothing they have accused him of can be proven in a court of law. Nothing. And so they get everyone around him on process crimes for public relations. And you could have done the same thing with a number of Democrats, Biden included, our beloved President Biden. But ladies and gentlemen, you have audio where he says to the victim, he regretted his actions, knew they were wrong. Quote, of course. Well, you can read that. You could read that also. I know you're like, well, why don't you just... He basically stated that he regretted his actions and that he wished everything could be different. He was quoted saying in the phone call. So they have his recorded call monitored by police. So, almost certainly he's going to prison. And no one's talking about this. I'm like one of the few people actually reporting what the Arizona Republic and other publications have reported. ABC, NBC, local affiliates, not national. If you do enjoy this channel and my work, if you'd like, on the super thanks, and by the way, to the super thanks, I need to thank a number of people. There is a super thanks button right next to the like and the share buttons below, in between, just the like and the share button, to the right of the like and the share button. So just, if you scroll down, you can see the super thanks. And Roger Rabbit, I must thank you. As always, Jean-Louis Blackburn, thank you as always. I have to thank Rich Segura. Thank you very, very much. Greatly, greatly appreciated, Rich. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Ivan Criado. Thank you so very much, Ivan. Thank you. So, there are people who contribute to the channel, and it's just so, I'm so thankful, and it's a really awesome new feature, well, for content creators, called the Super Thanks. It's like Super Chats for the upload, and so it's to the right of the like and the share buttons. I appreciate your support greatly. I don't have $20 million in venture capital funding like some people who are experiencing a discrimination case. And so you can't make this stuff up. If you want to read my writing in The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, other publications, go to hagoodman.com. And if you want to support my work long-term, to my Patreons, thank you so much. I can't do this without the support of my viewers, and I'm so thankful that I have the most amazing viewers. In the phone call, the victim confronted Navarrete, asking why he did the things that he did. Navarrete told him he wasn't well. Records show. He repeatedly expressed regret for his actions. So, look, this is Arizona Republic. It's pretty horrendous. And, you know, there's nothing much to say other than this is a terrible, terrible, I mean, whether it's a Republican or Democrat, this politician, if he is found guilty, you know, basically tried to ruin the life of somebody, perhaps numerous people, and engaged in the most diabolical behavior. So now, where's the indignation? Where are the morally superior liberals talking about this? Because they were, oh my God, gleefully, like, criticizing and condemning Matt Gaetz and Jim Jordan, neither of which have been arrested, neither of which have been recorded by police, neither of which have evidence against them in a court of law. But see, rumor, innuendo, conjecture, public relations, an accusation, an allegation is actually more important to morally superior voters than an actual arrest from a state senator in their own political party. Like, you have to understand something. Trump's hot mic, that's real to them. And I know, like, I've known people like this. Like, the hot mic is an actual real event that he admitted to. It was a deposition. So when Tara Reid and, you know, the accusations against Biden, where she had to file a police report, that's not credible. Even the New York Times tried to intimidate her, saying, well, you know, if you file a police report that's false, you can go to prison. Yeah, that should lend credibility. That should prove that her allegations are infinitely more credible than somebody just says something and then the media runs with it. So you can see they added the word credibility. See, it's not so much the actual principle of believing. Then they say believe no with the allegation, but they don't believe allegations against them. So it's not about the principle. It's not about protecting people. It's not about protecting the vulnerable. It's about leveling emotion, utilizing, you know, tragedy for political gain. They did it with Kavanaugh, they did it with Trump, and they shielded Biden from what they leveled against Kavanaugh and Trump. And now, it's complete radio silence on this story that the Arizona Republic and others have brought up. And the reason that I'm not going to put the link is that these links have the words of what this man is accused of. So again, it's like, some people say, well, why are you worried about the algorithm? It's like, well, I want to run a functioning channel, and it's increasingly difficult, so I'm always walking on eggshells, but I try my best to report on things that people aren't talking about. So hit subscribe to this channel right now. We're almost at 200,000 subs, ladies and gentlemen. If you've lasted this long, 9 minutes and 50 seconds into my 9 minute and 50 second crowd, I love you. Tell your friends about this channel. Word of mouth is the best thing you could do for me. Give me your thoughts below. Why is there complete radio silence on this? I will have a live stream later tonight at around probably like 9 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Pacific.